Welcome, everybody, to the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox community. We are back. The Black Plague has passed us all.
Yeah, we were all sick. I still am kind of sick, and I might be getting sick again.
Today is, so I was sick at Christmas. So what makes this winter so bad, I've looked it up, is that 4 viruses have peaked. And that's it's 4. Have peaked all at once, and it's very unusual. Normally it's like 1 peaks and that's it.
It's like when all the planets align in like
yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we're still suffering from the COVID lockdown, honestly. But I'm pretty sure now. So I was sick at Christmas. Then the last 10 days, I have been so sick. Mark was sick, overlapped with that and his family.
Oh yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah. So at Christmas, I think I had the flu. So the sicknesses are the flu, RSV, something else. Oh, COVID, and then the norovirus. I think I have literally, in the last span of a month, my family has had 3 of the 4.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
And that's the reason, because it's spiking, people are getting them back to back. Like, my kid's school is like the emptiest it's been.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Jordan, you may have noticed when you pull up in the morning to drop off kids. It's pretty empty. Everyone. That's kids, man. Kids are the freaking petri catalysts. Yeah, that's ground zero. Just wait until your son starts mingling with the other children.
He already does, and he gets sick. But he's like, when he gets sick, they're still able to
jumping around, having a good time. To be happy. It's just at night that they suffer.
They bring it to me, and then I go down hard, and I'm like, how is this possible?
Help me. But I'll tell you what, when you're just getting over being sick, you're like, oh, it's so good to be healthy.
Yeah,
and that's the stage I'm starting to get at.
That's good. That's good. You know, being sick sucks,
dude. Yes, it does. I was gonna say something.
Oh.
I forgot what I was going to say. Welcome, everybody who's live in chat. Thank you very much for joining us. If you want to support us, you can do so. Become a member. It really helps the show. Share us with your friends. Give us a 5-star rating over on Apple Podcasts. We're still like one of the top podcasts for Xbox over there, so that's good. And over on Spotify as well.
So that's great.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, good. It's great.
Look at the positive.
And speaking of support, Mr. Cooper just gifted 5 XoneBros memberships. Huge shout out. Everybody who got one, make sure you drop Mr. Cooper a BFF heart emote that is now unlocked for you. Hit refresh, and you should have that sexy X loyalty badge next to your name. Thank you very much, Cooper. Appreciate you, brother. You can support Mr. McSpicy. Go to Mr. McSpicy's channel. And actually, Mrs. McSpicy has a puzzle channel, which is really cool.
Yeah, she does.
What is it called? What is it called?
Pieces of Me.
Pieces of Me.
She just does puzzles. It's really good.
A Christian rock band.
That's good. Yeah.
Have you heard the new Pieces of Me album?
It went double frankincense.
If you want to support Jordan the Man, just send him your positive vibes. He doesn't have a channel.
Yeah.
And you can support me at X1 the Gamer over on YouTube. When are you going to get a channel, Jordan?
I don't know.
We'll follow up again next week. Kingdom Come Deliverance has dropped. It's actually a big week. Holy crap. How are we going to keep up with everything? Because Civilization technically.
Yeah, early access is out.
Early access is out today. Civ 7, stunning reviews so far. I've seen a few.
Yeah, a lot of good reviews.
It's hard to screw up. They have a good formula.
Yeah, well, they made some big changes with like the ages and like your leader doesn't have to, like if you pick Ben Franklin, you don't have to be USA because of how the new age system works.
Oh, okay.
So there was some recent changes.
So can Ben Franklin live? Wait, what?
Yeah, it's different now.
It's the multiverse.
Yeah, it's Civ 7.
They brought in the multiverse, so Ben Franklin is 2018.
I do want to shout out Redman Zimmerman, who dropped a super chat. Member for 18 months, Arbiter. He says, good to see you guys. Sorry, missed you out in Utah. That's right. He was here.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's the thing. I forgot to, we were talking on Twitter and I forgot to respond to him, but we've all been sick like death the past 2 weeks. So I don't even think we were going to be able to meet, but he's coming back to Utah. So when he comes back to Utah, we'll be able to catch up with him over in the Sugar House area.
Oh yeah.
It's good area.
I used to live in that area.
Yeah, and Super Shocker, talk about support, gifted another 5 XoneBros memberships. Everybody, drop those BFFs. Drop them right now. If you don't drop them, you are a loser. Show your appreciation. Kingdom Come Deliverance, though, it is here. Shall we start with? Okay, can I guess what Spicy before the show was like? I think I know what David's going to say
about the game.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I guess?
Because we all have purchased it. I think we've all
purchased it. Yes.
You have yet to play it?
I've yet to play it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I've yet to play it, but I think I know what Spicy is going to say, and that is X1 is going to hate the tutorial zone because I have heard from not just one person who is Jordan the Man, but from multiple people
that it
freaking drags at the beginning, and then it takes off.
I wouldn't say drag. It's just a slow start.
Yeah. That's honestly what I was going to say. You're going to be upset.
And then
Yeah, that's
basically
what everyone. So knowing this going into it, now I probably won't be so upset. But even Jordan was like, "Okay, fair warning." And Jordan the Man said this to me, and then we'll start with Jordan Man. Maybe Jordan the Man said, "I think it's maybe game of the year so far."
I think there's only maybe 2 games that can beat it for me.
But then he followed up with, "But be aware, it starts very slow."
Yeah, I like how they do it though. Like how they incorporate the old game.
Oh yeah.
Well, so what they're doing, the first, let's say 3 hours. Is that a good?
Yeah, anywhere between like 2 to 3, I guess.
The first 3 hours is basically a tutorial that is catching you up to the story.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a lot of gameplay. And it's very linear. And that's why, David, I like with how you enjoyed Assassin's Creed with being stuck in the snow.
Knowing what is coming and not being able to get there.
Yeah. I was actually watching Dr. Disrespect play it live when it came out, and he actually uninstalled the game.
Oh, because he
doesn't have the patience for it.
Yeah.
So he actually just started killing everybody that he could see.
Is it necessary to do it that way? Do you think that they could have done it in a better way?
Well, it simultaneously helps catch you up and sets up the new game.
I think it's actually a good thing.
Yeah, I do too. I like how they do it.
Because it sets you up for what kind of game this is. It's not trying. It's like when we played Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first one. A lot of people were turned off from it because it's not. It's its own identity. It's a game that is Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's very different than other games, and they're not trying to change that in this.
Yeah, if you didn't like the first one,
you're not going to like this one.
Oh, okay.
It's the same.
I mean,
better.
I loved the first one.
Yeah,
I didn't finish it, but
and I will say this, and you may have noticed this right off the bat. They have a lot more money this time.
Yeah.
Like the budget is much higher.
I heard that. Real quick, shout out before Jordan continues with his thoughts here. AEC founder Mr. Click dropped a super chat, $2, paying it forward. Thanks for the membership. And then he gifted one XoneBros membership. Thank you very much,
nice.
Mr. Click. Appreciate you, Jordan the Man. So, okay, we've established the beginning. Beware. It's setting you up.
It's just a slow start.
But it's like 3 hours, you'd say? Well, Jordan said set aside like 2 hours, he said.
I think it's 3.
3?
I would 3. With how long it took me to craft a potion,
So
I would say 3.
so I'll go buy some rock stars, like 2 or 3, just to power through.
Don't go in expecting to get far.
Well, let me ask you this then, because you're not as impatient as I am. Did you struggle to get through it, or it just you were interested in it?
It's similar to Red Dead 2 in the pacing. You know how Red Dead 2 started?
Yeah, and I didn't have a problem with that.
And it's very...
Well, it's linear, but it's very story-centric.
Correct. This is
Same
similar. It's a very slow start, and it's all story. And they gradually start pulling you through menus and stuff like that as you are involved in this. But you are in a cutscene for a long time. You're not in a cutscene for a long time. There's a lot of cutscenes, but it's a slow start.
Okay.
It's a very slow start. And you know that this game's... See, here's the thing. That's usually not necessarily a bad thing for you.
Yeah.
But you know this game is open world, and it takes 3 hours to get to the open world section.
Yeah, basically you get to a bar fight, and that's when the game opens up.
Oh, okay. Do we enter with a Enray? Henry.
There's a lot of Henry.
Henry.
Yeah, there's a lot of Henry. I mean, that's the main character of the game.
Henry, you've got an arrow in your chest.
To be fair, the voice acting's not the best.
They also do a very clever, what would you call it, like Metroidvania character reset.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually laughed on how your character gets reset.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's like any game where you're overpowered because of the first game. You have leveled up. It's an RPG.
Yeah.
You have perks. And you get to use those initially, and then it resets you essentially.
And the way it resets you is hilarious.
Okay. So Jordan, outside of you're past the initial tutorial, you have said you think it's game of the year. Why? Or at least right now, it has that potential for you.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're only in February, and it's literally the only game that's come out.
I think
but I'm calling it right now. It's
that good?
Yeah, no, it's really good. Once the world, I mean, the tutorial is good, but once the world opens up to you, it's super fun.
Yeah.
It's the way you discover things, the way the world encourages you to explore.
Dude, minus this guy's janky frames. He must be playing on a PC.
Well, so here's the thing with that. So I'm playing on the Series X.
Yeah.
And I am playing on a 1080, believe it or not, a 1080p screen. And
you got the jank?
It has
harsh.
Graphical issues.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
I haven't had too many. I've turned mine on performance mode, and I've been doing all right.
And I'm not saying frame rate. I don't know why this frame rate is so bad.
Yeah, this frame rate is really bad, right?
Yeah, I can change the gameplay. I like this guy.
The facial animations, I will admit, are kind of funny, but that's just,
like you're in a cutscene and the sun changes and then there's shadows over their faces. It's very abrupt. Or there's weird shadows going on underneath arms for a split second and then they're not there anymore. It's like visual issues.
Okay.
But they're not game breaking at all. And I've said this over many years. They kind of always make me laugh.
There's like a charm to there's
Correct.
certain bugs that are charming.
Yeah. And this is
this guy has frame rate issues though. Major.
Okay,
major
I'll
frame rate
switch it
issues.
up. I'll switch it. I'll find someone
It's
else.
like hurting my brain.
Yeah, I'll find other gameplay so you don't have to complain about it.
Super Shocker says 3 hours to start. That's like a road trip with an electric car.
Yeah, that's
true.
funny.
That is true.
What it's doing, if you didn't play the first one, it's telling you what happened in the first one.
And I think it's one of the best intros for like a new player to the series for a sequel that I've seen in a while.
Oh, that's good.
Like if you know nothing about the first one, you can jump in here and understand what your character is doing and why they're there.
Mitchell Jung says the best thing this game does, though, is show that smaller developers can create amazing games and proves EA wrong about needing to fill a game with microtransactions. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, would they sell 1 million copies in 24 hours?
He says it's a rough start for us impatient people, but when it takes off, it really takes off.
Yeah, once you get to the open world, because it's basically, I mean, it's like any good open world game. Once the world opens up to you, you can do. I haven't done the main story in quite some time.
Oh, really?
Because this game like distracts you so well.
Well,
with
and I've
different
heard
things.
that it's not one. I've watched a couple different reviews, and the thing in common is that people are saying they like the way it's like a minimalist open world, if that makes sense. The people have said it doesn't feel tedious. There's not a bunch of dumb fetch quests, for instance.
Well, the reason is because this game doesn't hold your hand very much.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's because it's grounded in reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're trying to make it a more, I wouldn't necessarily call it a simulator, but a more grounded in reality.
Unray.
I mean, they're telling a story about a historical event.
Yeah.
Unray, don't do anything foolish. Just follow my orders.
Yeah, I don't think there's a right. We're watching some dialogue options. In this section, I don't think there's a right way to go about it. I think it will always say you're a dick.
I don't know. I want to retry because I picked one thing and then I basically lied to the guy. He was like, you just told me you were a soldier. Now you're this. And I was like, oh, shoot. Well, and that's the other thing I like. People remember what you say.
Yeah,
I've had a few situations where basically they're like, well, you said this yesterday. And I was like, oh, shoot, I did. And they get mad at you. Or there's this one individual who's very upset with me because I may or may not have ruined her establishment. So it's been hard to been hard to get
I'll
a
tell
bed.
you what, the horse-
It's been hard to get a bed in that town.
The horse animations look
It actually is. I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm doing in that town? I'm just picking up flowers off the ground. I feel like I have single-handedly weeded every aspect of that town.
I did. Well, okay. Another thing I like that people. What would you call it? It's a very class-based society, like probably,
Feudalism.
Like most things were back then. Like if you're a loser, everyone calls you a loser, and that's incredible motivation not to be a loser. So you know what happened to me? Everyone called me a loser, and I was like, I couldn't get a bed, like because I'm a loser. I smell. I can only wash myself with water. Right?
People won't even talk to you if you smell.
So you know what I did? I was like, I am sick of being a loser. So what I did is I went and I broke into the tailor's joint and I stole nobleman's clothes.
Ooh.
You go back wearing nobleman's clothes after taking a bath?
Everyone.
Completely different story. Yeah. Like there's some respect. So
Okay. I appreciate that.
yeah, no. So and then while I was at it, I went and stole all the guards' uniforms too. So I have 3 uniforms because you can have like 3 clothing slots.
I stole all the guards' uniforms.
Yeah, I have my battle uniform, like
Okay.
chainmail and stuff.
Okay.
I have my noblemen's for
Did you
like high
steal it
society.
all? Because I have no money.
Yeah,
I don't know where you're getting
and
money.
that's how
You just stole it all.
Yeah, as soon as I found a lockpick, I think that first town you're in, because I'm in a couple other towns now, a little
Yeah.
further down, but I think that first town is like made for you to like
Abuse.
experiment.
Just discover your
Because
life.
there's a lot of easy lock. Oh, and pickpocketing is awesome in this game. Like the pickpocketing mini games and mechanics on how you do it is really good.
What if you get caught, though?
They get pretty mad.
They
Those
get
are-
pissed,
yeah.
and you get sent to the gallows.
Yeah.
Have you been sent to the gallows?
Yes, I have. And then it's actually kind of like once you do your time, everyone's cool. They're like,
We threw tomatoes at his
Yeah,
face
yeah,
already.
they do.
Oh, also,
You can actually go talk to people in the gallows too.
also, I would,
Have a
I,
and you
would,
can tease them and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
I would highly suggest sleeping
Okay.
because I was like, I don't need sleep. I'll do this quest real quick. And Henry, like, it's in
Henry.
first person, so his eyes kept closing and like his head nods like you're falling asleep, you know? So I was doing this quest for this lady who already was mad at me. And I was like, oh, I'll help her out, right? And then during this quest, I was walking and Henry just fell down and collapsed and fainted. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, shoot. So I went and talked to the lady again and she was like, great job. They got away because you did, you know, like, I was like, oh, like she really hates me now.
That is hilarious.
But no, just the sheer amount of option you have in this game. And I don't feel like it's overly complex. Do you? Like everything is understandable.
No, that's what in the reviews I'm saying.
Yet
I think
feeling
that's
like
why,
it has depth.
That's why they enjoy the open world because it's like they said. I've heard it best described like a minimalist experience.
Well, even leveling up, it's basically it's just if you've never played this game before, it's basically the perk system from Fallout. You know, you don't necessarily put attribute points anywhere. You just pick perks like, oh, I can carry heavier stuff now. I'm better at sword fighting. I'm better, just stuff like that. So, and the way you level up is just by doing stuff. You want to get better at using a bow?
Do it.
Use a bow.
Want to get better at lying? Lie.
Lie. What is that real?
Yeah, that actually is. Practice.
So, what makes it game of the year for you then, Jordan? Like, or so far, why are you enjoying it
I
so
think
much?
I think the story is really good so far. Even just the side
the only
quests
game
that I
that's
do.
come out.
Yeah, and it's the only game. Yeah. Even the side stuff that I've done is really good. I enjoy the world. I have been exploring. That's all I've actually been doing. I found like it's
like Skyrim level exploration, or like that. Like you
Well,
feel
that's
good
the
off
thing.
the beaten path.
well. What's so interesting about this game, and I think I was telling you, David, this game is more impressive to me because since they're grounded in reality, they don't have the advantage of, oh, let's put a floating castle over here with a dragon
Or magic.
or magic. Like everything is super interesting while being based in like a reality.
1300s.
Yeah. So it's
You agree with
the-
that, Spicy? It's like Skyrim level exploration there.
Yeah. I am not doing the main quest at all.
That's how you know you got a good game.
I'm just walking around getting yelled at by accidentally walking into someone's house.
Oh yeah, they get mad.
They get pissed.
Don't sleep in
Like
someone's
they
house. when they're
should.
out there.
Yeah, that's actually what sent me to the gallows. Is I slept in someone else's bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because you were just
and
tired.
I couldn't talk her down.
So what? The night and day. There's 9-day system,
Weather system too. Yeah.
weather system. Do you get like player housing? How does that work?
So I can permanently buy beds in towns because
Okay.
sleeping is one way you can save the game. They still have the save your schnapps mechanic from the first one.
It's an alcoholic beverage that saves the game.
Saves the game.
Okay, yeah.
You have to craft.
And I think they do that for
Which,
for like
trust me, David, crafting is like I have to
actually
sit
craft
there
things.
and look at the book and be like, okay, I have to do this for one time slot.
Is this him crafting right here?
no, that's him picking up an apple.
No, and you actually have to time things and boil the pot and grab this. Like it's grab this, put this in, boil for this amount of time, lift it up, and you're looking at the books to the right. Okay, and you're like looking at the recipe, and it's like old English language.
Thou shalt put 4 stones.
yes, and they don't just say
Oh,
wine,
dude, this guy's just clearing out this camp while that guy just sits there.
which is funny for
We got some food for my dog.
I mean, it's an RPG. In any RPG, you're technically the bad guy because you go in and
you're
steal everything
stealing
out of
everything.
every town.
That is funny.
Yeah,
But no,
it's crafting, David. That's one thing that
It's
you'll
funny,
be like.
yeah.
Jordan, actually, you like the crafting, right?
I do actually. I think it's. I mean, we'll see how I feel another 10, 20 hours into the game. But as of right now, it's very unique
That's cool.
because you're actually crafting.
Yeah. And while that's you're mortaring, I gotta get this done. I gotta get my schnapps done.
My schnips, my schwaps, my schnippy schnaps.
But no, I think the world is really cool, and it's impressive to me because you don't have a quest like it's not like The Witcher. The Witcher had the advantage of being like monsters, magic, and stuff. They don't have that in this game.
Yeah.
So it just shows you how interesting these things are. They have all these basically POIs over the map, points of interest, that then can lead you into other things, other quests, other stories.
Is this your dog?
Yeah, that's Mutt.
Yeah.
The dog
Here,
is
Mutt.
cool.
Oh, see, that's your Mutt.
Hello, Mutt. You gave him a whole sausage?
Well, and it's because the game doesn't hold your hand. It's one of those things where you feel accomplished and rewarded when you do something.
He's trying to pet him. Hey, doggy.
So, for example, I found my horse,
Oh, okay.
and I convinced the guy to give him to me for free because it was my horse. And now I have a horse. And because I stole a crap ton of stuff from that other town, I had like cool horse armor that I could put on.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Spicy's going to go back and steal some stuff.
I know. I was not.
Almost every house has like a lockpick at night. They're all hard, but every house has a back door where the lockpicks are easy.
Always going through the back
Always go
door.
through the back door.
I think I read in like a loading screen that if you start stealing too much, they're gonna notice.
Yeah, so what you do is you park your horse and you go in and steal a bunch of stuff and then you throw it all on your horse and then you just kind of walk around for a couple days and then the stealing icon, because it shows a stealing icon and guards will randomly search you.
Okay.
So once that stealing icon disappears, then you're good.
Do they should search your horse?
No.
Oh, because your horse is parked.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Yeah. It's like your
Jordan,
car.
you're
Like
a
You're
little-
not very
they don't-
noble.
They
Yeah, you're
don't
a little
search your
devious here,
they,
man.
They don't search it's basically the trunk of your car. They don't search that. At least as far as I know. I've never been searched while on a horse. I've always been searched just when walking around.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Spicy,
maybe if I'm searching
Spicy,
on a horse.
give me what stands out. What stands out to you so far in your gameplay?
I really like games that don't hold your hand.
Yeah.
I think that's a problem with a lot of games nowadays.
It's true.
It's like you're trying to figure out a puzzle, and then 5 seconds after you started, I wonder if it's on the wall over there, or stuff. They still have on the map like where to go, essentially, but I feel like you have more freedom to understand things and learn things, and like I said, it's a slow burn. And I do a lot of reading. You'll do a lot of reading in this game. Well, I guess you can play how you want, but I like that it doesn't hold your hand. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It's my game. I can play it how I want to play it,
Very cool. I like that.
Well, and I like combat.
and I like the visual bugs.
Yeah.
Visual
So
bugs are funny.
combat is super similar to the first game. But
I think it's much easier than the first game.
I would agree with that. It's easier to understand and pick up and do. That being said, it's a unique combat system that's really fun to master. Like 2 versus 1 is difficult, as it is, back in.
Well,
the
you know
day.
what I do? You position yourself where they're behind each other. And so only one can attack you at the same time.
Yeah, I
which
just keep,
I think is actually real combat.
Yeah, I keep trying to circle them, but because randomly people will be like, "Oh, hey, get over here," and then they'll just start like attacking you. Freaking bandits.
They just don't
Well,
like.
'cause,
They just don't like the way you look.
Yeah.
Well, because the land you're in is covered with bandits everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry kind of looks like a retard, so I can see his like he has like a I want to punch you in the face.
That's why I dressed up. As
Right?
an noble.
Doesn't he? He doesn't.
That's actually, he's endearing to me.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I know he's an endearing character,
He's almost
but
like
he does have like a I
he's
want to
like
punch that
a
guy.
little
face.
kid in a man's body, but that's why he's endearing.
Yeah, he's a little kid. He has a little kid face.
Like you like him.
As someone who has a face that some people want to punch, I can relate.
Oh, man, yeah.
And then your friend, I mean, if you played the first game, your friend is hilarious. The guy that's on screen right now, he's your friend.
Teaching you how to fight.
Oh, yeah, it's like
He's,
He looks like a Target worker. That's funny. Super Soccer shout out Super Chat 669, baby. The question everyone is asking, does it have ray tracing? Thank you for your question, Super Soccer.
I actually don't.
And you're
I haven't really messed around with the settings because
I know you're being sarcastic, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It does have
Notice how
performance mode and fidelity mode.
Notice
I
how
mean,
that's no longer a talking point?
Well, because we never really got it.
Yep. It's true. This is true.
But no, it's,
I'm very excited.
It's a really good game. I think the only games that can beat it for me are like the Doom game that comes out later this year because you know that one's going to be good.
You think of so
And then
Avowed's in a few
Very
weeks
different
here.
game.
And then like GTA 6, but that's rumored.
Avowed is gonna. This is way more. I don't want to use the word simulator,
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and I don't mean this. I like
Wait,
Obsidian.
hold on. I want to hear what
Oh,
Spice
sorry,
was
go
saying.
ahead, sorry.
I think Avowed's gonna be. I think even though it's gonna be an RPG, I think this is very simulator RPG style.
And you think that
like
gives
old
it the
school
advantage?
traditional? It just makes it far more unique.
Yeah.
Which also, it makes the spectrum of if you like it or not like it, I don't think there's going to be much middle ground.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
think it's going to be polarizing. People are going to really like it because it's unique and different. But also because of that, it's not similar and it's not simple. There are simple aspects, but it's going to be not a lot of people's cup of tea as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a slow burn. And if you're used to fast pace, high octane, you're probably going to uninstall it.
Is this a game though that you get lost in the world?
100%,
Sounds like.
yes.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
cool.
And like I said, I'm walking around the city picking up flowers off of the ground for alchemy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I really want to master.
Can I outsource my alchemy?
Yes, you can. There's what's the term? They all have it's tradesmen. So you have like a carpenter. You have.
Oh, okay. So I can just collect
it's
the
not a
resources
chemist.
for them, and they'll alchemy
You
them
can
for me?
straight up go. Well, you can straight up go and buy the potions.
Oh,
So
okay.
you don't have to. But right now I'm poor. I'm very poor.
Oh, okay.
That's why Jordan has
You gotta
stolen everything.
steal and then resell it to him after the timer has gone up.
Yeah. Well, in the other game, you had a fence, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I think it's same in this game too. It's the Millers.
Yeah.
They're like they're a little, shady, those Millers.
Yeah. Well, the miller's daughter was my friend in the other game,
Yeah.
if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, this is, David, yeah, you can.
I'm excited. I'm excited to jump in.
I'm interested to see how you, not with that warning,
well,
how
now-
you enjoy this.
Yeah, now that I know it. Well, the thing is if it was very story based, that's different. My problem
Well,
with
it is-
like
it is
It's
story-based.
very
no,
story
that
Even in
those
the open
first
world,
few
it's very
hours is what I'm saying. Like those first few hours, story based doesn't bother me. What bothers me about tutorial zones is it's exactly what it's the hold your hand aspect. Like I don't need to spend my time doing this.
Yeah, I'm laughing at B's comment. That's funny. I thought Spicy was being romantic, picking up flowers for my wife. But no, I was doing
Just
alchemy. Yep. I actually was. And I'm picking up dandelions. I'm picking up everything.
Well, it kind of fits the mood I'm in. So I jumped back into New World this last week, and I got my mount, and I finished all my racing quests with my mount. So now we're copacetic, we're bonded. Again, I want to get lost in one of these worlds, and I mean, granted, New World's fantasy, so it'll be fun. It's come at the right time for me.
Yeah.
No, it's really.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this because of this game. I'm not really worried about
Avowed.
Avowed next week. Like
Yeah.
I'll play it when I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah.
Like I agree with you. I don't think Avowed is going to be this game. I think this game offers too much in the
unique.
RGP space,
Yeah.
and the fact that it's super unique. And I mean, just from what I don't think Avowed looks bad or anything, but just from what I've seen from the two, I think this offers you a more in-depth experience. That being said, Avowed's on Game Pass, so I'll play it when I get to it.
I was going to ask. Oh, can I play this in front of my kids or no?
Turn the subtitles off and have headphones, and you should be okay.
My kids can't read.
Okay. Wear headphones.
Oh.
It's very vulgar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Outside of that,
There's a couple bathhouses you might want to avoid when playing with them.
yeah.
Avoid the bathhouses. Got it. The
Because
brothels.
you can get a bath, or you can pay for a bath.
Or you can get a bath.
yeah.
Okay.
As a noble.
You wear your noble clothing.
They call it a noble ending.
One of my favorite features is how they treat you like crap if you're a loser.
No, I mean this is on par for all the reviews that I've been seeing. When Jordan told me yesterday, he called me up. I immediately purchased and downloaded it. I'm excited. Guys.
And to be fair, you can just pretty much just speed past all the story stuff. The only thing is you won't know what to do.
No, I want to speed past. If it's as long as it's like related to the story and keeps you engaged that way, I'm fine with.
Well, and once the world opens up, like you get to a point where the world just opens all of a sudden.
And you can do whatever you want.
You just, and that's I haven't done any of the like I'm supposed to go to a wedding. I don't care. I've been doing other stuff.
Have you gone to the wedding, Spicy?
No.
Oh, so
I'm picking flowers.
I'm picking flowers. I want to, and I'm picking them, and then I'm going and drying them out so they don't go bad. Because the food can go bad.
Do you know what? I found that out. It was actually today when I was playing. Your food can go bad, but you can turn it into jerky, basically, so it doesn't go bad.
I have a lot of apple strips now.
Oh, do you?
Dried cheese.
Wait, so how do you dry them out?
You go to the wherever
on
when
an
you get
IKEA
to it,
shelf, basically.
Yeah. Go to the IKEA shelf near your alchemy station.
Okay.
And you can. That's where I dry all my flowers so they don't go bad.
Now, do people steal stuff from you if you leave it?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never
That'd be cool.
I mean, we haven't. The game just came out. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, bandits try to kill you when you walk 10 feet out of the town. Well, no, not that far, but you know.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
It's a rough place, David.
And I've been getting
You're
proud
in the
of
middle
myself
of a
'cause
war.
I'm killing them.
Yeah.
It's a war-torn civilization.
in medieval.
Well, now that I stole armor and put it on as myself, I'm killing them. It's. I'll tell you this:
you need armor.
fighting with armor and without armor,
You're
big
like a
difference.
superhero.
Yeah.
This game does not have couch co-op.
Oh yeah, just a fully single player.
It could not handle couch co-op.
Yeah.
Like it's the visual. Like I mean, you're watching this. Look at the background. See that bush just appear?
Pop in.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Here,
Would
we'll
this
go back.
game benefit though? Because like what you guys are saying in these worlds, like it would be so much fun to play it with a friend and explore it.
See how that bush?
But
just
it's never the same, is it? Like whenever they do that, for instance, Skyrim, you're like, oh, if I could play this with friends, ESO, oh my goodness. But it's not the same. It's not even close to the same. Because for some reason with single player, you can just like, there's an immersion aspect.
does not
there.
look smart at all.
Well,
Henry is not.
Oh, Henry? No, Henry. Look at Henry. Totally has a punchable face. Like right there. Look at his shift.
That's not Henry. That's
no.
your
When
friend.
when it goes back, he's sitting on the log. Right. Watch. Go back. It'll like flash to his face.
I'll just go back. Yeah.
Right there. He has like a shifty eye.
He really does. And how this
He's
whole
like
scene,
looking out of the side of his
I was laughing
eye.
during this whole
Yeah,
scene because he's like looking to the left, like in a weird.
Like right there. Like he totally has a face you want to punch.
He really does. But it's almost like. Yeah,
He's like your friend.
Wait, it's right there. It's that right there. It's because he has armor on. That's why he's moving that way.
I'm sure that's it. Yeah. So I'm interested to see how you do, David, because it's a slow burn.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, I mean, the whole game is, but you are on rails for 3 hours.
Oh, okay. Does anybody know length of this game that players are saying
I don't
on
know.
average? 50
I'm
hours,
at
60
I'm
hours?
at 9 hours 45 minutes right now, and I haven't even done mission 2,
Oh, wow.
like main mission 2, which is the
He's
wedding.
going around stealing, getting into armor, and killing bandits.
Well, I figured like what I like to do in these types of games is I like to become a god at level 1, then I can just cruise through the main story.
Have you figured out how? I mean, maybe I'm just not far enough, but all my clothing is bloody when I.
Yeah, go to a trough.
You can wash the clothes in the trough.
Oh. So you can find.
Because anybody you kill, all
Yeah.
their clothes are covered in blood now, and it's like a debuff.
If you're wearing the clothes, I think a trough will wash off the blood. I know you can actually wash your clothes though.
I don't think the trough washes. the
Maybe not.
blood
Maybe
off.
it's just dirt then or something, or your face. I guess. Yeah, it's probably just your face. Or if you stink,
Yeah.
the trough will help too. There is bathhouses, and I do believe you can wash your clothes.
Okay. Because here's the deal. When I kill somebody,
Yeah.
I want to sell their clothing, but it's covered in blood.
Yeah. So no one. Yeah.
So
I get you.
I
Yeah.
gotta
You'll have
figure
to,
out
You have to
how
go
to-
wash it. You just had to find a washing machine.
yeah, I'll go find one of those. Aren't they called
I've not
peasants in this
washed.
game?
I've not washed my clothes yet, but
Well, because you just
I
keep
just
stealing
keep
new ones.
But in the tutorial, it talked about washing your clothes, like in one of the things.
I couldn't. Okay, I must have missed it. Yeah, Super Shocker says David will be asking for a refund after 7 minutes. I'm curious, just because of how you.
Do they have I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm tired.
They probably
Tired at
do.
6.
They probably
I'm sick.
have that, David.
Oh, okay, good.
It's a big RPG.
Oh, no, that's what I was gonna say. Do you? So they do a good job of doing the story. Do you have to play the first one? Like, are you gonna, or can you start this cold? I've never played the first one, but I hear good things. I want to start.
So
this
how
cold.
they do it is it's basically a continuation of the first story, and they over the 3 hours they tell you what has happened, not direct like.
Yeah, it's not like
It's not
and
like
is
this
what
happened
Like
and this-
a 2-minute video, like it actually does stuff.
You,
Oh, okay.
you experience what happened in the first one.
Oh, cool.
So it's still you still have
So you don't
questions and stuff.
So you don't even need to go back, for instance, and watch YouTube videos or anything about
No,
that.
even this part right here, when you're sitting talking to the camp, they're explaining like, oh yeah, we came from here. This is why we're here. We're doing the blah 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 and stuff like that.
and even Henry starts talking about what happened in the past in this scene.
Yeah,
right
people
here,
will ask him questions.
He's talking about a specific sword that was important to him, and you find out why that was important to him, and what drives Henry up to this point, and what has happened in the past to drive him to this point. So it's like
was his father's sword, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember his father. It was a swordsman, and then they come in and kill him right at the very beginning. It's not a spoiler. It's like 5 minutes into
Yeah.
Kingdom Come Deliverance, right before you go get beat up by the fat dude at the friggin' bar. Remember that?
yeah, you're gonna have a good bar fight in this
Oh,
one.
really? Okay.
How did you do in that bar fight, Jordan? Did you?
I took out a few of them, but it was just like it was everybody.
I won.
Oh, you did?
I straight up dominated.
You dominated everybody.
Yeah, and that's because I was angling all of them to only attack one at a time.
Yeah.
And then you angle, just put them. It's all it's 1300 strategy, feudalism strategy in combat.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good.
Nicely done. Well, there you go, everybody. That is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Go check it out. Anybody play anything else this week?
I not loaded up, but I installed Civilization 7 today, hoping to play that over the weekend.
Wow, you're just see. I've got to do one at a time. I've got to do this one first,
Yeah.
then Civilization 7.
Yeah, but
Joe's gonna have
I've
an
been waiting for
advantage on
Civilization
us.
7 for like 6 years.
Let's get gameplay up. I know we have gameplay.
George's
now
going to
we can
have an
watch.
advantage over
I
us.
haven't,
'cause
I
he's
haven't
gonna
played.
go in and-
Yeah, I got to figure out how to efficiently get to the moon before you guys.
I've been watching people play.
Does it look good to you?
Yeah,
Oh,
it looks,
yeah.
yeah. I
Consensus-
mean, it looks like a Civilization game.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone seen how it feels on console yet? That's my.
I'll let you know later.
Okay. Oh,
I
so
mean,
you got it on
It's
console?
well, no, I am on console. It's installing as we speak.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Okay, let's do this one. Let's watch some.
So I do like, because the idea here was that you have more control within your actual hexagons.
Well,
I mean,
it
that's
seems
kind
like
of a
it seems
Aria-
like yeah, it seems like you have more control of each tile.
Yeah.
Like each tile is
I mean,
more
there's definitely
important.
a level up of graphics for sure.
I do like their art style. Like it's still a little stylized, but not as much as 6 was.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, this is the thing. It's their formula, and I like the formula.
Sid Meier, he has a book. I read his book. It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's about like how to get to space first. Like is it a strategy?
Does
guide,
it get? Is it
basically, or-
like a
yeah.
tips and tricks?
Yeah, what is
It's
it?
just about his. It's like him, an autobiography
How
on
does-
all
how
the
does-
games he's
how does he
he's
play?
made. Oh, floppy disk.
Yeah.
I mean, he's OG OG developer there. So,
Is he still involved in this?
oh, I doubt it. I think he just
Yeah, because wouldn't he?
takes those
Isn't
royalty
he, isn't he
checks.
basically like John Madden?
He like takes those royalty checks.
Well, I wonder if he just like gives input or consults, like, but doesn't, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know his story beyond the autobiography I read on him. Very good. Excellent. Well, this is coming out soon. So what's our game plan here? Everybody's got to finish Kingdom Come Deliverance first, and then we'll jump into some Civilization.
Yeah.
We should look up. Oh, by the way, how long to beat? So far, it doesn't have casual, but it has main and side quests. So not completionist. That's like the middle one, doing main.
Well,
and
it did
some
just
side
come
quests.
out yesterday.
105 hours.
Just the story?
Main plus some side quests. 105. That may go down as more
that's
people
gonna be
start
a
reporting.
$300. That's going to be a 300-hour game for me then. Because I go do whatever I want in these
I
games.
haven't done
I
the
do
main
what I
story
want.
in quite some
Yeah,
time.
yeah. That's how I play these games. I'll go
Because I'm
over-
trying to become like a super knight, and then the main story is just really easy.
I'll be walking in the forest and see a grave and be like, "Where's my shovel? I got to come
Yeah.
back
I'm
here."
going to become a super knight and just
I'm
so
gonna
that the
become
rest
a
of the game
grave
is
digger.
easy. Well, I really like how they handle the fog of war and the tiles pop up. That's nice.
Oh, and
Dang.
we're back to Civ.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. Like watch when he discovers a new area or like shows off the fog of war.
What I know, like using rivers is much more valuable in this one.
as
like-
it should be.
Yeah, because like
Was there
boats
polluted?
can go down rivers
Napoleon
and stuff.
versus Augustus Caesar.
Yeah, no, I'm just interested to see how the ages and stuff work because, like I said, you can play Napoleon while being a different
Faction.
faction,
Yeah.
and then it's all like based on the ages and stuff. And so I'm really interested to see. It's a little break from. I was actually kind of worried about it at first, but according to what I've heard, people seem to enjoy it. Like it gives you a new level of freedom.
Yeah.
Your civilization.
Excellent. Excelente. Well, we got a short show today, guys. We
Oh, is
do
that
have we do have an after show for
No,
those
there's
that are supporting.
only one game that came out.
Like,
But there's so what else? So
Have
we
you-
have
wait, have
Avowed
you- have-
Civ. Wait, what?
We can talk about the new Battlefield gameplay that everybody
oh,
saw.
that's right. Should we show off that?
Yeah, have you seen that?
Looks freaking.
I mean,
cool.
It's a trailer that just came out. Are we going to get knocked offline?
No, we'll just show the gameplay.
To be fair, I am very excited for it, but I also don't have much hope because I was very excited for the last one.
Well, this is what
and that one.
Here's the thing.
There was some good things about the last one, but it just
What
didn't hold my
Battlefield
attention.
always does, no matter what game it is, if it's
does a
good
good
or
trailer.
bad, their trailers are amazing. Like they always make them look freaking awesome. But this does give me like Battlefield 3 vibes.
Yeah, so
and that's a
it
good
feels it's modern day, which is nice. So not like future, like it's straight up modern right now.
thing. Modern.
Yeah, modern. So it feels like it looks like Battlefield 3 with almost Bad Company 2 destruction. And I don't care what people say. I could care less if it's unbalanced, destroying the entire map. The funnest thing about Bad Company 2 was destroying the entire map.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one, yeah. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
I'll just throw it on.
If you-
There should be like
There's like
literally
a-
like a 30-second teaser.
yeah, there's like where they break out all the not the
Yeah, here
Yeah,
it
there
is.
it is.
So this is it.
dude.
Okay, let me throw it on the screen.
Dude, there we go. There's the buildings collapsing, showing off the environments
That's
there.
Battlefield 2, man.
Yeah.
Or
Bad Company 2. Yeah, like it
2.
feels it's like Battlefield 3 injected into Bad Company 2 destruction.
Yeah, it has some it does some things.
They are
for me.
doing this thing called what is it, Battlefield Labs, where they're basically letting everybody play and test and stuff. But I think they did that last time and they just didn't listen to anybody. So,
So we're still unknown.
so it's still well. That's
Oh,
the
look
thing
at
is
that
like
destruction. Thing is, though, once again, that's where like everyone's freaking out. It was all the rage this week. I love it, but like Jordan said, is it?
well, look, I like
Is
what I'm
it?
seeing, but I also liked what I
'Cause
saw
that
with
could be
2042.
highly curated.
Well, it obviously is. Like they're showing you the best. They
That's
got.
that's what trailers do, man. I'm pretty sure
That's why the Assassin's Creed trailer was hilarious because everybody was like, "This is the best you got," and like doors were floating, stairs were off, like swords weren't being sheathed properly.
Yeah.
I'll throw on the 5-minute thing.
By the way,
Are they ever? You think they're ever going to give us the golf course map or the farm? Did they give us
That's
the
their
farm?
last hurrah. They always have that in their back pocket just in case
just
they
in
need to
case.
pull it out.
If this one flops, then they'll
And
try
why
that
don't
one.
they go back to Bad Company, by the way?
That's their last hurrah.
Honestly, I don't want them to.
Really? I do. Why
No,
not?
because the last couple have not been up to par. You know?
Yeah, but Vince Zampella is there now.
The people that made Bad Company 2, the majority of them probably aren't there anymore. You got to remember that.
Okay.
That's why what I think about when I think of Mass Effect. When Mass Effect 1 was really good.
Vince. Yeah, but see, look, Vince
I enjoyed Mass Effect
the
1.
thing is, though, Vince is back.
But the people making Mass Effect 4 are not the people that made Mass Effect 1.
yeah, that's true. That's
Well,
true.
you could say the people that made Andromeda didn't make the other ones as well.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's
Bad Company was so fun. It's just,
Yeah.
I want two maps. The Battlefield 2 farm. That was Sniper Haven.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And the freaking golf course from Battlefield 1. Those are the two best maps. And they're both Bad Company.
And they were just fun.
They're just
Well, you remember the step
fun.
up from Bad Company to Bad Company 2?
Yeah.
Because Bad Company introduced destruction.
Yeah.
And then Bad Company 2 said, okay, well, why don't you just destroy everything? Because that's when they had the buildings actually falling down and maps would be flattened. And they never came back to that. And my guess is because of balance reasons. But who cares?
Who cares? It's so fun.
Yeah. Fun trumps balance.
Yeah. Well, the golf. But here's the thing: you don't have to worry about that on the golf course. It's just trees.
I shot them all down with an air.
dude.
Air
Trees
anti-air.
and golf carts.
The golf cart.
and helicopters.
And I'll
Freaking
just sit
armored
there in the-
helicopters.
Sit there in the back seat with my drill, keeping the golf cart repaired.
Dude, it's so awesome.
It was a really. And then I remember David would get mad when squad mates would spawn on him because you were sniping.
Yeah.
And they would just like give up your
Because
position.
they give up your position. That's in any Battlefield game. That's really
Dude, that
frustrating.
dude has a cool name. If you back up there, his name was Cody Corona.
Nice.
Yeah, hey, Cody Corona.
No, I mean, from what we saw,
Hey, there's
it
the
looks,
golf course.
Yeah, from what we saw, it looks cool. But again, it's kind of like I was really excited, and even like when 2042 came out, I kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt, but it didn't hold my attention. I think 2042 held my attention the least because I even played Battlefield 5 more than that.
Yeah. Well, Battlefield 1 was fun, too.
Not to
We
say
played Battlefield
2042 is
1.
like a terrible game because it's not. It's just not.
We need Bad Company, baby.
Yeah,
We'll see what Battlefield 6 does here.
Well, it's untitled.
Well, that's 6. Let's be honest.
Maybe it is going to be Bad Company.
It has the destruction. Like
Maybe they were running to steal more gold. Well, and that's why even the campaign was good because it didn't take itself like it was about some army dudes. And they're like, let's steal this dude's gold.
Let's get some gold, dude.
And it was like
It
funny.
was just fun. Yeah.
Oh, well. All right, everybody. That's going to do us for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back next week where we're fully better. So thank you for bearing with us over the last couple of weeks and hanging in there. We do have an after show. We're going to talk about, I have some very strong opinions on Severance, the show.
yeah.
Oh, the TV show?
Yeah, and Foundation as well. We're going to talk about it in the members only show. If you're a member, come join us. If you're listening, you'll be able to go watch the VOD afterwards if you're a member. If you're not a member, become a member. Come listen, come hang out with us where we break down the third wall and we talk to you.
The third wall?
Fourth wall, sorry. The third one, too.
Let's break all the walls
break the
down.
third one,
Stage
too.
left is going
Might
to
as
be
well
broken
break that
down.
first wall. See you guys. Have a good one.
Silence, so